Okay, we have a Clarey test request on two gentlemen, Guillermo Marconi and John Logie Baird. So let's take a look up because I already have them looked up. Actually, let's read this. Hello, Aaron. I've watched your videos for many years and enjoyed all your content. I was wondering if you could do a Clarey test on Guillermo. Oh, that's not Guillermo. That's Guglielmo Marconi, one of the fathers of radio communication, and John Logie Baird, the inventor of the first mechanical television. Video response, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Greg. Oh, he's from Alaska. Well, hello from Alaska. They got internet up there? All right. Let's go to John Logie Baird. White guy. Died 1940. Scottish engineer, innovator, one of the inventors of the mechanical television, demonstrating the first working television system on 26th of January, 1926. If I remember this correctly, television was made very early. It was possible, but then World War II came in, and this guy had a fight with RKO. Like, they bought it, and then he ended up having, like, sue people. The inventor of both the first publicly demonstrated color television set and the first purely electronic color television picture tube. In 1928, the Baird Television Development Company achieved the first transatlantic television transmission. Baird's early technological success and his role in the practical introduction of broadcast television for home entertainment have earned him a prominent place in television's history. Baird, ranked, Let's go to the early years. Born 1888 in Worcestershire, was the youngest of four children of the Reverend John Baird, the Church of Scotland's minister for the local St. Bride's Church, an orphan niece of a wealthy family of shipbuilders. So he came from wealth. Point against him. Came from educated at Larchfield Academy, went to Scotland Technical College, University of Glasgow, series of engineering. Okay, majored in the right thing. His degree course was interrupted by the First World War, and he never returned to graduate. At the beginning of 1915, he volunteered for the service in the British Army, was classified as unfit for active duty, unable to go to the front. He took a job with the Clyde Valley Electrical Power Company, which was engaged in munitions work. Okay, so he has real world working experience. By early 1923, he was in poor health. So that is 12. God, he was in his late 30s and was poor health. He moved to Hastings on the south coast of England. He later rented a workshop. Built was become the world's first working television set using items including an old hat box and a pair of scissors, some darning needles, a few bicycle light lenses. He used T-chest. In July of the same year, received a 1,000-volt electric shock, but survived with only a burnt hand. And as a result, his landlord, Mr. Tree, asked him to vacate the premises. Oh, if you're not a normie conforming inferior, we want you out of society. Transmitted first television picture with a grayscale image, head of ventriloquist dummy, nicknamed Stooky Bill. 5 pictures per second. So what a human face would look like. Tanton became the first person to be televised in full tonal range. Let's go to his death. Plays high ground. Kept working into the BBC. Fully check. In the 40s, still working. From December 1941, Logie Baird lived at 1 Stanton Street, Bexon Hill on Sea, East Sussex, immediately north. Subsequently died in 1946. He wasn't that old, was he? 12 plus 46, 58. So I guess he just worked till he was dead, tinkering. Yeah, died 57. There he is. So he had a real profession when he worked till he was dead. The only thing is he came from wealth, so it's a point of 1, score of 1. Would I like to have a beer with John Logie Baird? Yes. Should he have ran for office? Yes, but I don't think he would have given a damn. He seemed like a true tinkerer and intellect. All right, let's the next one. Get Guglielmo. Some of you Italians will be able to pronounce that for me. Let's take a look at this guy. let's just call him Marconi. Guglielmo Giovanni Maria Marconi, first Marquis of Marconi, FRSA. Inventor and electrical engineer for his pioneering work on long-distance radio transmission developed of Marconi's law and radio telegraph system. He's credited as the inventor of the radio, and he shared the 1909 Nobel Prize in Physics with Carl Ferdinand Braun in recognition of their contributions to the development of wireless telegraphy. Marconi was also an entrepreneur, businessman, and founder of the Wireless Telegraph and Signal Company in the United Kingdom in 1897, which became the Marconi Company. He succeeded in making he was ennobled as a marquis by King Victor Emmanuel III of Italy in 1931, set up a Vatican radio for Pope Pius XI. All right, let's go to his early years. Born into nobility, wealth, we don't need to read anymore. Education, did not attend school as a child. Awesome. Did not go to formal higher education. Instead, he learned chemistry, math, physics at home from a series of private tutors hired by his parents. Wow, teachers aren't needed. Imagine that. Family hired additional tutors, lived in Bologna, warmer climate of Tuscany or Florence. Was Professor Vincino Rosso, high school physics teacher in Livorno. I think I went through that. Phenomenon, back in Bologna, radio work. From youth, Marconi was interested in science and electricity in the early 1890s. Began working on the idea of wireless telegraphy, transmission of telegraph messages without. How is that possible? He didn't have a degree. How is this possible? Because we all know of you cocksuckers with college degrees. That's the only way to success, right? This has got to piss off all these college-educated fucktards. Where a guy like with no experience is like no education. Sorry, he has plenty of experience. Just like develop something. Like, does Elon Musk have a degree? Kind of curious. Commercially successful. Development 20. Working on waves, transmission breakthrough. 1996, all these funny guys with their hats and a cigar and their beards. 1890s. More and more and more. He's just experimenting, tinkering. 1902, Titanic. Continuing work over the years, Marconi Company. I set up a company. We're technically conservative by promoting continuing efficient spark transmitter technology. Was made senator. He got all these distinguishments. Marconi joined the Italian Fascist Party in 1923. And it all went to shit. Dictator appointed him. Mussolini appointed him president of the Royal Academy of Italy, which made Marconi a member of the Fascist Grand Council. There's someone I want on my resume. While helping to develop microwave technology, Marconi suffered 9 heart attacks in the span of 3 years preceding his death. He died in Rome in 1937 at the age 63. Following the 9th fatal final heart attack, Italy held a state funeral for him. Well, he kind of died before the bad shit happened. All right. So he worked till he was dead. He had hustle. The fact he came from wealth is not his fault, but you still get a point against you. He didn't major in stupid shit, yet achieved more than most college-educated majors ever will in their lives. White guy. White penis? What? Somebody say something? White penis? What? How did the world get to its great advancement? White penis. That's how they did it. Yeah, white penis. That's the secret to it all. Really? Yes. That's all we need? Yes. Should write a book called The Value of White Penis, and then it would not sell, and it'd be very horrific, and I'd be accused of all sorts of isms and ists, but it'd be funny as fucking hell because only we would get the joke. All these pearl-clutching leftist Marxists who are just like the 700 called born-again Christians. Oh, and he was apologetic for their attacks on Ethiopia, so he wasn't... totally for the fascists. Wealth, didn't major in stupid stuff, worked till he was dead, started a company. Yeah, he gets a point of 1. Would I like to have a beer with him? Yes. Should he have ran for office? I think he should have. Yeah. I'm a little like the number one thing that concerns me is like, well, did you come for money? Because if you did, you're pretty pampered and you have no anchoring in the real world. But kind of like the other guy, John Baird, I don't think he would have I don't think he wanted to run. Why would he be dulled or bored with politics? You seem more of a scientist than anything else. All right. No super chats. Awesome. All right. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.